Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Marvel just officially announced all their TV shows and movies they're releasing in 2025, and there is a lot. It looks stacked. There are a couple surprises on the schedule, a couple deep cuts that we didn't know about, so we'll break it all down. What I'll do is I'll go in chronological order for everything, both the movies and the shows. Some of the stuff from previous years that we heard about had been canceled, and some stuff they finished a long time ago and just let sit on a shelf waiting to release it at a slow drip pace. I will be doing episode videos, movie videos for everything. Be sure to subscribe to get it all. I'll name a couple more Deadpool and Wolverine Blu-ray winners during this video too. Some of the stuff they're releasing is super popular, and I know everybody's gonna love it, but I will talk about what stuff I'm most excited for because there are a couple deep cuts in here too. First up is Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's the big Spider-Man TV series they've been hyping, releasing footage for the last couple of years, not to be confused with Spider-Man 95. That's the Spider-Man from the X-Men 97 universe, based on the characters from X-Men the Animated Series, Spider-Man 1994 series. They canonized most of those older pre-MCU animated series to that universe. That's why so many of them had cameo scenes during X-Men 97. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is a spin on Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU during his freshman year, set in a different universe where Norman Osborn becomes his mentor instead of Iron Man. Doctor Strange will be played by Benedict Cumberbatch. Charlie Cox is coming back as his Daredevil during that. Vincent D'Onofrio also said that he was coming back as his Kingpin during it, but then Marvel got super pissed off at him. Maybe he was spoiling something, or maybe there was some contractual deal that they were working out with Sony. He actually said some weird stuff that there's like a rights issue with his Kingpin character, and Marvel has to deal with Sony when they want to use the Kingpin character, especially on like the Daredevil TV series or in the movies. I think mostly in the movies though. Short answer there is that lawyers ruin everything. Nico from Runaways is supposed to show up during the series. They're using an alternate universe to do different versions of some of the classic Spider-Man villains, including the Green Goblin, but it's meant to be rooted on alternate moments from MCU Tom Holland Spider-Man's backstory that we saw in the previous movies, like this Captain America Civil War scene, but it's Norman Osborn instead of Tony Stark. There's supposed to be a season 2, but I don't know how many total seasons it's going to be. X-Men 97 is currently the reigning champion for all Marvel Disney Plus series. It's supposed to do at least 4 seasons, but I haven't seen any of the other Disney Plus series of any kind, live action or animated, go beyond 4 seasons yet. Maybe we'll get lucky with Daredevil Born Again. Then there's Captain America Brave New World, February 14th, basically Valentine's Day weekend. I've already done a couple big trailer videos for this, including the Comic-Con trailer that they're probably going to release a shiny HD version of in the next couple weeks. There's a whole bunch of extra footage in that about the Adamantium, a bunch more Red Hulk scenes. I'll link that below in the description. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's either going to wind up being a decent film or a total mess. Who knows? It's been all over the map. Hopefully Marvel can fix whatever's not working about it in the next 3 months. Then we have Marvel's Return of the King. Daredevil Born Again is March 14th. This is probably the thing that I am most excited for next year, just for the TV shows, not talking about the movies. I literally just got a shiny HD version of the trailer for this. I'll probably do a video for it either tomorrow or later this week, sometime soon, because really excited. During the series, he and Kingpin have to form a truce to eventually stop the Muse villain, even though Kingpin typically thought of as the main villain of all Daredevil stories, and he is a villain or an antagonist during the series. He's going to become mayor of New York City. They're actually positioning the Muse villain from the more recent Daredevil comics as the actual main antagonist that both of them have to essentially work together to stop, because Muse is so much worse than Kingpin. They will be filming Season 2 early next year, confirmed, and we might get a Season 3, Season 4, like I said. Marvel's been kind of quiet about that, like that's a little too far out, but they did say that they were developing it for a longer run than previous shows, like they completely re-engineered the way that they make TV shows, and now they're developing stuff more like traditional shows meant for multiple seasons, year to year, without really long breaks between seasons, because nobody likes having giant breaks between seasons. Daredevil Born Again is basically like the first series that they went into making with that in mind. So like all the other TV series from previous years, they were just pitching as like one-off series with a few exceptions. There have been a couple Marvel TV shows so far like Loki where they did come back and do a second season. But like right now we're in the middle of the Agatha series. They made that knowing that they were only going to do one season. They never planned on doing an Agatha season 2. Then we have Thunderbolts, May 2nd. I just did a longer trailer video for it, so I'll link it below in the description. But it's basically them introducing the Sentry character to the MCU in the concept of the Dark Avengers. But because it's Val putting the team together, she's playing things in the MCU as if she's the hero, and there are way worse villains that she's fighting. Like, I'm one of the good guys. What are you talking about? I'm not evil. Pay no attention to all the really shady stuff that I'm doing right now. She just winds up calling her new team the Avengers and pitches it as a rebrand of the previous Avengers team that we saw in the Infinity Saga.
Rebranded!
Basically, she steals the thunder from the new Sam Wilson Captain America and the other surviving Avengers from Avengers Endgame after his Captain America fails to assemble a new team of Avengers with Thunderbolt Ross in that new Captain America movie. If you haven't seen my trailer videos for Captain America 4, during that, he asks Sam Wilson to help him put together a new Avengers team, and Sam Wilson's like, wait a minute, this sounds kind of shady. So it sounds like Val just steals the thunder from him and is like, okay, fine, I'll do it myself, Thanos style, and she puts together a Dark Avengers team and just steals the name, The Avengers. I'm way more excited for the Thunderbolts movie than I am for the Captain America movie, really interested to see what they do with the Sentry character, just because he's so powerful. There are not any Marvel TV series until later in the year after this, mostly because there's some Star Wars stuff that's going to take its place, like Andor Season 2 will probably be in the summer. Then the new Fantastic Four movie with Galactus, Franklin Richards, the new Robert Downey Jr., Doctor Doom is July 25th. That's the week of Comic-Con, so early theory, they'll probably do the same thing they just did when they released Deadpool and Wolverine the weekend of Comic-Con, and they'll screen it for free at Comic-Con like they did with Deadpool and Wolverine. If you got to be in the audience and see Deadpool and Wolverine at Comic-Con, let me know in the comments, because it's actually pretty cool production they put on there for that. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman went all out for that. Fantastic Four is supposed to be the first time Robert Downey Jr.'s new Doctor Doom appears in live action. He's supposed to show up at the end of the movie or in like a post-credit scene. I don't know if he's going to come from their universe, but the way they're pitching this, it sounds like he does come from their universe. Then unless there's some surprise movie that they're going to get out that they haven't told us about, there's not going to be any more Marvel movies until Avengers 5 Doomsday. I think that's the big reason for introducing Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom at the end of that Fantastic Four movie, because that's like the last big movie that they have to introduce him before he shows up as the main villain of Avengers 5. Next big Marvel series after Fantastic Four, though, is the Black Panther series they're calling Eyes of Wakanda. That's going to be in August. That's meant to follow the War Dogs group. In Wakanda, they're kind of like their version of the CIA. They go around the world protecting vibranium artifacts across history. You remember that the Black Panther line goes back tens of thousands of years. So we're supposed to see different Black Panthers across different eras. They kind of got into that during What If, where we actually saw more of a younger version of T'Challa's father. There's also supposed to be an ancient Iron Fist, like the first time we see Iron Fist inside the legit MCU. I do not know if it's going to be the first Iron Fist from Avengers 1 million BC, but we'll see. It'll be like a very, very ancient version of Iron Fist. Then the Ironheart series is September 3rd. It's going to be Riri Williams coming back, but in Chicago after she gets kicked out of MIT. She'll be teaming up with the Hood, played by Anthony Ramos, who basically tricks her into helping him pull a couple heists to get money to pay to make her brand new Iron Man suit. Zeke Stane, who's the son of Obadiah Stane from the first Iron Man movie, will also be teaming up with Riri Williams, but I don't know if the twist is that he'll actually be good during the series, unlike his father who was evil. Supposedly, Mephisto is supposed to show up during the series. Maybe he's messing with the Hood, because the Hood's whole thing is that he's trying to barter for more magical power. I think that was one of the reasons why they name-dropped him during the Agatha series, like they name-dropped Mephisto for the first time.
Others say he might be a demon, or an agent of Mephisto.
He said it! Marvel Zombies is happening after that in October. I think they're releasing it so that the finale will air the week of Halloween, just like Agatha. It's loosely based on Marvel Zombies from the What If series. I think they're designed as a spin-off based on the same art style too. The difference is that it's meant to be rated R, like TVMA, with way more blood, way more hardcore essentially. There have actually been a bunch of leaks for that, but no actual trailer. Like, these are the footage. You can see there's a bunch of characters from Marvel Phase 4 that haven't shown up on other TV series yet. When it comes to What If Season 3, though, they're probably going to surprise drop that in December, maybe this year, like literally next month, without telling us. And they'll just do the same thing that they did with What If Season 2 last year, and they just release one episode per day around Christmas. Marvel sounds like they really want to get done with the What If series, like What If Season 3 is meant to be the final season. We've already gotten a trailer for that, so I'll link my video for that below in the description. Pulling anchor duty, Marvel's last show in 2025 will be Wonder Man. That'll be in December. Yahya is playing the character. You probably remember him as Black Manta from the Aquaman movies. He also played a version of Dr. Manhattan on the Watchmen HBO TV series. You might remember they surprise filmed that and finished it a while ago. Like, people have been wondering about Wonder Man because they haven't been talking about it, but they finished it a long time ago. Even though Wonder Man has a long history with Vision and Scarlet Witch in the comics, it's not meant to be a WandaVision spinoff. The funny thing about that is that there were some Wonder Man and Grim Reaper Easter eggs during the WandaVision series. Grim Reaper is his brother, not to be confused with Mistress Death, the cosmic entity, who's Rio on the Agatha series now, like they just canonized the MCU version of Death. The Wonder Man live-action series is meant to be based around his fictional job inside the MCU when he's not acting as Wonder Man, pretends to be a Hollywood actor, and I think they're doing a WandaVision type of spin where they get really meta, and episode to episode they deal with him in different genres, but parodying a lot of Hollywood tropes. If you've seen that brand new HBO TV series called The Franchise, it's meant to be a parody of big comic book franchises like the MCU, like the DC Universe. They're kind of doing a spin on that with Wonder Man inside the MCU. So it sounds like they're using the series a little bit more like they used Deadpool and Wolverine to take the piss out of the MCU.
Welcome to the MCU, by the way. You're joining at a bit of a low point.
For a little while, I think the Wonder Man series was supposed to help set up West Coast Avengers with a couple other things that they were doing, but Marvel changed their plans for that, so they're not doing West Coast Avengers now. All the other Marvel TV series, the movies that you've heard about that I didn't talk about in this video, are either 2026 releases or further on than that. Really good example of that is X-Men 97. We were expecting it in 2025. It sounds like they delayed it to 2026 because they had to make a couple of story changes after they fired Beau DeMayo, and he started to have that very public spat with Marvel, who actually just started releasing the tea on that. If you wonder why Beau DeMayo got fired from Marvel, like why this seems so crazy, Marvel started to release their receipts on it, like the tea has been spilled, and it does not look good. We will probably hear more about X-Men 97 pretty soon. We already have a pretty good idea for the stuff that they're dealing with because of what they set up at the end of Season 1. The really big reminder is that the Agatha finale is this week. My finale video will post Thursday morning, and we'll probably start getting some more trailers for Daredevil Born Again, the other big stuff after that Agatha finale. So just look out for that. Make sure you enable alerts for my channel so you don't miss anything. Congratulations, I am Canadian. You're the giveaway winner from my last big Deadpool video. Please email me on the About page of my channel so I can get your contact details. Everyone click here for that new Deadpool Christmas special video, and click here for my Agatha finale video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.